be capitalizing on our education and what we are being taught. Now, it's okay for us to stay where we choose to stay, but you got the choice to be real rounded, and that's however you choose to invest into it.
Come on now.
You know, so
you have the choice.
Yeah, with everything.
That's true.
That's good right there. Okay, all right, because like that's good.
Yeah.
I gotta be taking notes.
Look, let's choose to make righteous transformations with Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's what the RTC stand for.
So okay, that's I like that. I like that.
I be having to squeeze in because it's always about the Almighty. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
It wouldn't have been none of this if it wasn't for that.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
That's right.
So yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, were you having a good time? And one of the things that.
Hey, this is Dave, and this is my commercial. We spent so much money on the podcast summit. At summit, and I didn't actually spend any money on the commercial. So, but here's the idea. I want you to go to podcastsummit.com, PODCAST summit.com. I'm going to put the website below. And we got some tickets if you want to start a podcast or grow your podcast or make money from your podcast.
I want to have my hood on to be more professional. It's part of who I am.
Right. I'm the only one without a hoodie, huh?
Hey, listen, you got to get hoodie up, Brittany.
Hey.
But it's part of who you are, though. You know what I'm saying? You more professional, more classy or whatnot. You know what I'm
I've been
saying?
wearing more hoodies. I've been.
You like Regine?
I got a couple.
She
I
Regine.
remember Regine.
She's Regine.
Regine. Look.
I bet you versatile.
I usually would wear heels too, but I'm chilling with my.
I know. I
husband.
feel it. I love the fuzzy.
You know
Keep it
why?
comfortable
I ain't
and cute.
peeping. She not having on heels.
Exactly.
I did not have on heels today.
So.
And I started to run home and grab them in case we have our picture. I was like, Brittany, you doing too much. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
And this all keep. We rolling. We rolling, y'all. So it's cool. It's cool. Listen. This is episode 176, y'all, of the one and only, the best podcast in the city and yet the world, the Public Experience. And we have another great episode for y'all tonight. We have Miss Ebony Naylor. Respect the chocolate, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have a great one. We're going to talk about her great business, her great story, and just her being a great person.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Public Experience.
Yes, welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Glad to
Thank
have
you.
you.
Thank
And then we also have the one and only Miss Brittany.
Hey, y'all.
Listen, and I'm not going to say it wrong this time. I'm going to let her say the name.
So to be safe, you let
Yes.
me do. Okay, I got you.
I didn't know I've been saying it wrong all this time.
You have to say every episode you've been saying it wrong, y'all. Make sure that y'all tune in to Beauty Told podcast, available on YouTube. I would love to see y'all.
There we go. So, Ebony, and now y'all know how I get down. We want to know, represent your hood. What part of Cleveland did you grow up in that you call home? Say it so they know what time it is.
This is so funny because I'm really like a person that be like, I'm from, what is that, Mount Sinai.
My son, okay. Okay, all right. Okay, that's what's up.
That's the hospital, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But all over Cleveland, east side, west side.
Up the way, down the way?
Up the way, down the way.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what's
The
up.
land. Cleveland is the city where I'm
Cleveland,
from.
okay, born and raised.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. High school?
Yes.
What school you go to?
I went to Euclid for a little bit, but I wound up getting my GED.
Okay. All right, no. Hey, listen. I live in Euclid, so shout out to Euclid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So growing up in the great place of Cleveland, was entrepreneurship always in your mind? Was it just something that, were that kid who was hustling? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did it start for you? Because, like, this is dope, by the way. I gotta give me a hoodie. I'm a hoodie connoisseur.
Yeah, this is like, ladies edition. I decided to up the logo. It was just like a simple design, but it's more design to it. What y'all think?
I love it.
love it.
I'm asking the people. I be wanting feedback, but you know.
Now, if anybody watches the podcast, I am a hoodie connoisseur. I love not pocket. I'm sorry. I love hoodies that say so. I got this, y'all. If y'all haven't known, this is a great brand, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But I love hoodies that say stuff. I will. George says chocolate. So we gonna talk afterward. We gonna create some hood. We gonna create some dope hoodies.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, and I do this like.
Okay, don't play
the
with
craft,
me
Oh,
the
okay.
design, the ordering the
now.
T-shirts.
Listen,
all the way.
and we'll talk about that because it's funny because we've been trying to find somebody to make the pull-up experience merchandise with. So this guy, thank you, Lord, because we've been talking about it for a while now, and we tried with other people, and it did not work out. So divine intervention. So yes,
always.
yes. So okay. So like I said, let's start from the beginning. Growing up, was entrepreneurship always in your mind, or did it something that gradually came?
It gradually came. I dropped out in 11th grade because I had 2 jobs.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, at that time, I've always been a well-rounded, educated young lady, but survival and making money was more important to me at that time. So yeah, like I dropped out in 11th grade, but I wound up going back and getting my GED. Yep.
So let me ask you this: out of the job that you have worked in the past, what skills or what can you say from those jobs that you learned that helped you in your business today?
Oh man, I've had like some fun, exciting jobs, like from retail to
You know how to sell somebody's
yeah, and it's a little bit like contrary to me because it's not really in my nature and character, you know, like a salesy kind of person.
Yeah.
But like, cause if it's up to me, I'll just be giving away stuff for free. You know what I'm saying? But like, I had to like adapt and take that. Like, oh, okay. Like it kind of came on later on down the road. Like, this is sales, this is marketing, this is this. You know. So,
okay. And I was gonna say because like I too have worked in the retail. All I know is retail.
Yeah.
And I would say customer service is one thing I've learned hands down from retail. Like being able to talk to people. And not even talk to them when, trying to sell them, just talk to them when things aren't, the orders are right or things aren't going right overall. Yeah. So my question to you is, how would you rate customer service as being essential in not just your business, but in business in general?
It is very essential. It's kind of hard to rate it because, it's so many different dynamics, but I just also want to keep in mind too that the integrity of the business is just as important as customer service.
Give that one time. Thank
you. Yeah, for
That's
sure. Because people be peopling. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
That's what they be saying. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff I like to fall into the trends with, but whatever. But yeah, but just gracefully though, it's the circle of life. Like somebody has to do it. It's a skill. It's a gift, and it's just in how you choose to utilize it. On both ends, though, it's just it's important.
No, that's good. That's absolutely good. Hey, listen, and I'm gonna say and then in 2024, everyone be an entrepreneur. The stigma that black business has nowadays that customer service is non-existent.
And you see my face, right?
Yeah.
You see my face?
Okay.
Because I'm in the industry, right?
Yeah.
Where this is very accurate. And it pains me for real because, all right, I'm an advanced licensed cosmetologist.
Okay.
And I get so many different clients that just come into my chair and they just have these horrific stories of the customer service that they receive. And I'm just thinking so many different things right there. Like, for one, I apologize on whoever behalf because it's just like, wow. But then it's just like, you take a look at the consumer too and you're just like, well, nobody says you got to accept this. You know what I'm saying? But, if you're willing to accept it, come where the love is at. And that's kind of where I'm putting myself in position to bring back that integrity into the industry, I feel, because the stories that I hear and just the experiences that people have and just even me, like I kind of do a little bit of like they got the undercover boss.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of do a little undercover, like, you know, checking them out, just
Right.
seeing, you know,
Yeah.
who's of moral, who's of integrity, who is, you know, because you can really tell. You know, and it's always, of course, it's like, you know, this, but it's so much more than that. Like, we are literally taking care of people. We are literally helping people with their self-esteem. We're literally, you know, just keeping people from committing suicide. It's a real thing, you know. So for some of the stuff that I done heard, I'm just like, well, you know, you done came to the right place. Hopefully you want to stick around. But just showing real love and loyalty and just being real, you know, just being real, like.
I'll take some away from Brittany because she ain't using it right. I'm sorry. Cause I got to hit that one time.
Like to blow it up.
I do like to blow it up. I do because I want to say, before I went to therapy, my barber, shout out to Herb. Shout out to Herb. Because I've been on the same barber for 10 years.
Oh,
And you want to talk about Herb has seen me do some stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like, no. And I mean it sincerely, like, y'all really are like cosmetologists and barbers, and I'm pretty sure nail tech. I'm pretty sure anybody in that field. When you're sitting
in the beauty industry.
because you know what I'm saying. Think about it. You've seen this person probably routinely twice, 3-4 times, all depending on how often they go into it.
Right.
Quite often, so you get a chance to get a window to that person's life or whatnot. You can't think about it. You sitting there for 30, 40, however long, especially with y'all.
I was gonna say, ladies,
no offense to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going eventually the kind of going to get started, and then you know you get a window to that person's life, and to be able to speak life to that person, I feel like that's
Exactly.
you have to have like a not saying a gift.
I call it ministering behind the chair.
Okay.
Part of episode. There we go. Minister behind the chair.
Minister wherever you go. But that's just how I'm starting to even view it more now. Like it makes it make more sense of why I'm still even on this journey.
Come on now. That's a great title episode. Y'all think I'll be joking when I'm talking about title episode. I watched the episode back and I'm like, that's a good title right there. No, that's awesome right there. And then and I want to talk about that because too often we talk about the difference between an entrepreneur who just does it for the money, which is no problem with that. It's no problem.
Yeah, we all gotta sustain.
Yeah, we all gotta make the money, right? But then at the same time, an entrepreneur who is gifted for that position or for that business to be, to be able to carry out that mission or whatnot. So how did you know that that cosmetology was your mission? How did you know that, like, okay, not even just being cosmetology, but being able to speak life to people as a cosmetologist? Or was it something that came with time?
Honestly, because I've always tried to figure out what it was for me. Like when I was in school, I loved the education aspect of it more than I even did the skill set. I feel like the skill set just naturally came, you know, family beautician and things like that. My attention was more so of the stuff of like what they weren't teaching and what they weren't showing us for us to like really be successful. And then just going forward and just seeing what that looked like for me and being able to see like, wow, people around me really, they like my work. You know what I'm saying? It's not that my work, but it's my energy, my presence, my, you know, just what I give and feel into people. And I appreciate that because I get it right back, you know, and it's a beautiful exchange.
Yeah.
And just been unlearning and relearning a lot of things and, you know, connecting with people and being able to talk to them in that way to where nobody's feeling belittled for nothing we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But encouraging each other, you know, so we can be aware.
That's good right there. That's good right there. And I want to shout out to Brian. If y'all haven't watched Become Overcomers, great podcast, hands down. Shout out to Brian. He's guest host on the Pull Up Experience a couple times. And I seen, before I met you, by the way, I seen an interview with him, and it was very powerful. Thank you. And I want to get a chance to talk about your story because it's a very powerful story and why you're an advocate behind you know, nonviolence and advocate against the things I feel like that should be fundamental, but they're not in our city.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about your story and get a chance to, the audience get a chance to hear about why it is you are, how powerful you are today.
Well, I'm very much still a mother, but it's coming up on 3 years in March since my child passed away.
Sorry.
And it's, thank you. It'll be his 14th birthday this week, so I'm grateful to just be here to even share more. Like I told you, like God has given me the courage and the strength to be able to do this.
Yeah.
To talk about.
I'll be doing it all the wrong time.
No, that was good.
But to talk about, just to share my grief, my pain, my story, and just to know, like, I'm overcoming and I'm healing and growing, and it's really a journey, right? It's really a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, God works in wholes, so it's gonna continue to be a journey.
That's right.
But I'm just really grateful because this is shifting me to see, like, I have purpose. You know? Yeah.
And I just want to give you credit, because like, how often do we know people who something that's happening in life, and there's no shade toward them, but that was where they stayed. Like they stayed in their grief, they stayed in that moment, and they couldn't get past it and whatnot. What helps you not saying get past grief, I'm not saying that, but like what helps you
for sure.
move forward?
Yeah.
The fact that statement that you just said is very true. I witnessed it. I still see it even, to these days, and that's what like cringes my soul, just to see that people are, stuck in a fight, and I've been in that position before, and I'm, I ain't claiming to still be stuck in the fight, but coming out of that, and just shedding that light and love to people who definitely need to understand that, like, nobody plans for a loss.
Yeah.
Especially a child, and to me, a loss is a loss.
Yeah.
No greater or no small, but that's something that's like promised to us.
Yeah.
And I had to even start viewing and looking at that in a whole nother different way, internally and externally.
Yeah.
So just that.
And I don't know, because I'm not one of those podcasts that we talk about God quite a bit on this podcast.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we not shying away from that. How would you say your relationship with God helps you in that? Because a lot of people, I know people who, once again, they have grief and they blame God and they want to shy away from him. But it seemed like that helped you get closer to him.
Oh, yes. The story and the testimony, it gets deeper and darker, but it's like sustaining and holding on to my faith, like, especially this time around with this loss, has just been like a reversal, because I too once was that person who felt like, God just wanted to punish me, you know what I'm saying, all the things that you pick up from other people and how they view him and their lives, and until I really, and I've been doing with this relationship like intimately, like even since before my baby boy has been gone, and that's why I'm just grateful for real. Like my attitude stay in the presence of gratitude, because it's transformed my life tremendously.
Yeah.
Like it may be dark out there sometimes, but that light is just definitely here, and I decide to make the choice to let it shine, not to.
I'll be so tuned in a little bit of you.
That'd be my problem.
Yeah.
That's what you
No, for real, like.
I want to hear the
That's
story.
good.
I want to hear.
But yes, like to let it shine, because if you don't, that darkness, it will overwhelm you and consume you, Like, and that was my biggest thing. Like, I hate that I saw it a lot, but I pray for those, and I had to learn myself now how not to be in that and to still remain grounded and go forward.
No, and I love that. I mean, because, and the one thing they teach you, so I've been to grief recovery, right? And the first rule of grief recovery, like it's Fight Club, they tell you, don't compare grief to grief, right?
Exactly.
If someone lost their kitten or their cat, and someone lost their grandmother, to that person, that might be the same level of grief for them as for them. So you can never compare griefs or whatnot. But I said all to say is like, everyone asked me like after I got divorced, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you didn't sound like it even bothered you or whatnot, because it was not that much of a grievance for me. Not as far, well, it was, but then it wasn't. It wasn't like you couldn't tell something was wrong with me. You know,
different,
different
stages.
Yeah. And then I guess, as I said, I have to say is like, what would you tell somebody who's going through grief? What advice would you give them to handle? Well, not handle it, but like to process that.
If you don't, have support to be able to get through, those moments in time where you do need support, you gotta I had to get with myself. I had no choice, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not be here right now, so, and I know that route that I took may not be for everybody else, but getting with myself and, making sure that I'll stay connected to God, because so much was happening to where, it was like, I can't let this take me out. I know that something has to be, something. And I don't even want to claim it, but I know I gotta get out of this. I'm gonna get out of this.
That's good.
So I just try to keep that perspective as much as I can, even when I have my days. Like, I'm human. Just because I'm filled with the love and the light and I can share it, I also love to receive too, and I had to learn that. So I just appreciate the fact that God leads me into the environments to where I can be filled back up instead of being depleted.
That is so good right there.
And like, that's just what it's about for real. Like, showing someone else like, this is ugly, but it's possible for you to overcome this. You're not alone. You're definitely not alone. Unless you just choose to be, and that's totally okay as well.
That's true, because everybody handles it differently.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say with having went through such a difficult, time in your life? Who were some of your support team to kind of help you get through it? Because although I know God was very prevalent in that time period, but who did maybe God send your way that helped to keep you encouraged?
Oh man. So I've always stayed connected to like church family.
Shout out to
Abundant Life Ministry. Shout out to y'all. And that's been 2-year journey of me just really dissecting on the Word and intimately who God is in my life.
That's
my
good.
Father God. And besides that, just the relationships that he's connected me to like my clients. You know, some of them even experienced the things that I've experienced. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like a gravitation, and it's like we connecting, and we keeping each other encouraged, and we keeping each other uplifted as we can.
That's right.
So but it's not really much. Like my whole dynamics of life has really changed. You know, so but just grateful, you know, that I know that the right people and, you know, family and everything is going to connect to me as I gravitate to them. So.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
And I just love how you said, because like having a great support system, I feel like it's essential. Because I know for me, and I know I was tripping. I lied, because after I got divorced, I literally said, I prayed to God, I said, God, I need the right people around me during this time, because I know my friends and family would tell me the wrong way to go about it, right? And shout out to Daz Patterson and Teresa Patterson. The Patterson, y'all already know how I love them. I'm forever in their debt, because God sent them my way. And my boy Daz, and this is burnt in my head forever. Romans 8:28.
That's right.
It is. If you want to talk about if you're going through anything, if you know the scripture, and if you're having a bad day, just say to yourself over and over again, because that's what I would say to myself all over. If I'm having a bad day, if anything going wrong in my life, I promise you, I say that scripture to myself, and I say it until I feel better.
That's beautiful.
And it works every single time, because it's everything is. And I say to myself, all things.
All
it ain't
things.
not some,
all
not
things.
kinda, not
Yes.
Partly.
Yes,
all
that's right.
things.
All things.
You know, and I say that because like I said, you need to have a great support system around you, because you're gonna fall, and when you do fall, who's picking you back up?
Exactly.
You know.
And then it's just like, you know, like you said, not that you don't want to take their advice, but we evolve, especially when we go through these experiences.
Exactly.
So how we once would handle something no longer
serves us.
no longer serves who we are now, you know? So.
No, listen, and that's what I said. So if nothing else, that's a lesson in itself, right there. Just having a strong support system around you.
Yeah,
and it ain't nothing wrong, because you have friends for if you want to do something crazy. I know you have friends for that. You want to do stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then you got to think about it where you are in your life and where in that like the season you're in, because life is all about season, right?
That's true.
And if you want a season of nonsense, you know who to call. But if you want a season to elevate and grow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, I literally prayed, because I knew what time it was, and like it's so funny, because I was on Instagram and me and Dad talking about business. We weren't talking about friendship, nothing like that. And it so happened that when I asked God about that, He came up on my timeline again. I'm like, all right, Lord, I see you, Lord. Okay, all right. And I promise y'all, we had a conversation, and that was almost 4 years ago, and that's my brother for life or whatnot. And it's just so crazy, because like I know, it's no shade on anyone that I know, but I know people my entire life, and the relationship I developed with him helped me in that season. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't no shade. Don't be calling me out the words like, what's for real?
right.
No, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Is that I just knew in that season that's what was needed, and God knew what was needed. You know
exactly.
What I'm
That's all that's important. And to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I had to go in places where nobody taught me to go into. Like a lot of uncharted territory.
Title episode.
And it's just like going in these places just really expanded my mind. Like even honestly, first time I had to even take that route was with my child. When he was here, he experienced something that I've never experienced. And I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, with me just being that mother, you know, in our instincts, like, I'm like, my baby need help, and I can't help him with this. So, learning from that, and full circle, same lady that was counseling him, she winded up working with me. So, you know, it made me feel more comfortable to step into that path. And also learn, too, because, you know, coming from my background and, you know, things like that, have used to have like abandonment issues and things, and you have to learn when you going into these environments as well that it is business just as well as it is, you know, something formal to be able, a tool for you to help yourself. But I also had to realize, like, doing that was a journey too. I had the right to choose who I wanted to connect with. I had the right to, you know, make sure that this person was a fit for me and my lifestyle. So I could be, you know, not saying getting fed, but just being able to adhere the things that I need for what I'm coming here for.
That's good.
So, yeah.
No, and y'all already know, Pull Up Experience, we are big advocates for mental health, counseling, and all that good stuff, because we know the power of it all.
Man.
Jesus in
Mine
therapy.
is a battlefield. Yes, look.
Yeah, no, we advocate strongly for that.
Yes.
Yeah, so no. So listen, get you both of those.
Essential.
Exactly,
Yes,
essential.
it's
No.
very.
So let's talk about how. So you got Cabotage over here, right? But then you also got another business. How do you balance the two?
Oh wow. I'm honestly just kind of getting a pull on that. Like I feel like when one is going one way, the other one trying to pull me. And I just most recently had to like make some executive decisions, like because my income changed and you know just everything. So I'm just like, all right, I'm a boss for real. Like I gotta get up. I gotta get out here. God, I know you with me. You gonna lead me because you wouldn't have blessed me with this provision and these ideas for no reason.
Yeah.
So, you know, as long as I just keep my trust in you, I know I'm gonna be led to wherever I need to go. So yeah, it's been a you know, but I'm still like I'm very much still sustaining. Like currently, I've been at my studio space for 2 years, but I'm being blessed to move into a new space.
Come on.
I'm going to have the opportunity to reach out and help others. So it's just that time.
Okay.
You know,
that's
like,
working well.
it's so many people just like ourselves who want to reach out and help other people and just even put them in the center and just so they can shine and do whatever they need to do because we all make each other look good, especially when we support each other.
Come on now.
So,
we do hit the pull up. We do.
For sure. And that's kind of like what I've learned that I've been doing with Respected Chocolate. Respected Chocolate. And I guess I realized like it's a spiritual business. For me, I never would have thought like I would have like, you know, a spiritual business, but you know, God said it's all right, so I'm cool with it. I can't sit up here and deny what's being inside of me, dwelling inside of me. So yeah, just being the fact that I'll be able to support and help other people in the community, and as well as sustain and help myself while I'm transitioning in this new journey. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. But Respected Chocolate is my spiritual business. It was honestly my baby's idea. Like it was just something eccentric that I would say to him, you know, single mother and stuff like that. Like, you know, respect yourself, young man, you know. Just and he really like took on to that.
Yeah.
Like as a young boy, he did. He passed away at 11. But he was so intelligent. Like I learned so much, like we probably all do from our children. But yeah, Respected Chocolate was like his thing. He was a gamer. I was supporting him with his gaming, and you know, unfortunately, he didn't get to carry out with it. But it was really first thing on my heart to like put it out there. And then the more as I sat down with God and you know just letting God just love on me, he like, you know, because I was always thinking about the name, you know, like, how do people, like, not to care so much, because it was like, it was baby, you know, like, everything was just him. He was respectful, he was honorable, he was a handsome little chocolate baby boy, like, but it was teaching him and me to respect ourselves, honor ourselves, as well as others, you know. So it was like real life principles that carried on with this message, and God was just like, you know, you making righteous transformations, right? And I'm like,
title episode. That's like.
I fell out. Like, I'm like, wow, you know, that spoke so boldly to my faith, and that took me out of fear. That took me out of lack. That took me out of just all the things that was just holding me back for real. And really believing like my baby's life is not gone in vain. Other people who done experienced triumph is not in vain. Like, none of this is in vain. And what I chose to do was advocate for myself. Advocate for others as well, quietly. You know what I'm saying? But out loud, to just let it be known, like, this is happening. But through Jesus Christ. Because I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. But this is happening, and it's just been, you know, building me up to just keep going. And it hasn't been easy. I was, most days and times, I'm just like, what? You want to do what? But then I know why I feel like I'm, you know, just chosen, because I will do it. Like, God know, like, I know you gonna do it, so you be obedient, even at the times when you feel like you not. So, I'm grateful for that.
No, and that's good.
Sure.
Because, you know, one question I always want to ask is, like, what motivates you? And you kind of look into that, you know. Because, you know, some people are like, oh, the competition, you know what I'm saying, keeps you going and all that good stuff. That's cool. And you said, God.
Yeah.
That's good.
The fact that, like, y'all, I'm literally feeling like I have a second wind and chance at life.
Oh, come on. Yeah, listen.
And, you know, like, it was already here before my son was, like, gone. I was already on a path, you know, of just recreating, relearning, you know, a lot of traditions and principles and things that just never really served me. And it came with some sacrifices and, you know, just really standing in who God is really telling me who I am. And that is just been like, hey, shake it or respect it. You gotta take it up with him.
That's right.
You gotta take it up with G.O.D. Look.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah.
So okay. So let me ask you this. So, okay, I know there's a young man or young woman. I'm not. Hey, you can be a cosmetologist. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be a cosmetologist. What advice would you give those who haven't started but want to get into that and then get into making merchandise like yourself? So, question for both businesses. So, if they wanted to start creating their own brand, or they wanted to start, you know what I'm saying, being cosmetologists, what advice you give them?
Get with somebody in the industry who you know is willing to really support you. And when I say support you, not just you being somebody's flunky or nothing, no, like, you really
Get my coffee.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, you really being able to share your insight, share your talent, share your gift, because that's what we need to bring more to the table. There's so many creative people out there, and we might all be doing some of the similar stuff, but it can be it's so many ways to be fruitful.
That's real.
You know, so, and team up. Like, that's why I realized I done been on both ends of the spectrum, from working by myself to even working in salons with people. And I do realize that you do need to be in a creative atmosphere. You need to be around other creative people, because you can only be as creative as you can be by yourself. And you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like, you need other outlets to pull more of that creativity out of you. Myself, I have a gift where I see things in people, and like, I tend to like to want them to pull it out. Yeah, pull it out. Yeah, so you know,
See this.
and once it's there, it's like it's up and
Yeah.
it's stuck,
That's right.
and we just gonna
Yep.
keep going.
There we
We
go.
gonna keep ebbing flowing, like. But yeah, getting with somebody that's really gonna mentor you and support you, and you know support you as well, because you can't just be supporting somebody all the time and they ain't supporting you back. Like
That's good.
it's got to be an even exchange, or you gonna feel robbed. And I done been there numerous of times, but like that's why I had to forgive myself, because it's like you got all this knowledge up here.
Yeah.
God want me to put it out here in this way because evidently it's not being done, you know. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger, you know what I'm saying? Just come and connect or show me otherwise,
Yeah.
because this is what's been witnessed in the industry.
Mm.
And it's just collaborating, getting together, you know
Come
what
on
I'm
now.
saying? For sure.
Preach,
Like,
Now I say that's what we are about this podcast or whatnot.
That's right.
No, that's good stuff right
yeah.
there. So okay, I'm about to say I saved the question because y'all don't understand, like everybody.
That's kind of like a 2-for-1 for both answers, though.
No
It
facts.
was.
No
Like,
facts.
yeah, it
No,
was.
no. And like I said, we're big advocates for, like, you know what I'm saying, mentorship, because
Yeah.
how often, you know what I'm saying, because how I say this, I feel like my dad's generation, they were all about hoarding information. Like, I'm not about to, you gotta learn it, you gotta get out the mud like I did, right? And I feel like we as millennials, like, we're more so, I'll give you the game, because the sad part about it, even though I'm giving you the game, the sad part about it, most people won't execute on it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you got to find those you can pour into, you know, who want the information and going to do something
Exactly.
with it.
Exactly.
You know? I was in church and the pastor said something real. He was like, don't tell me who you over, tell me who you under. You know what I'm saying? And that always stuck with me.
Yeah.
Because so often some people could tell you, well, I'm over this person, or I you know what I'm saying? But who have you followed? Or who are you even under? Not even who you follow. Who are you under currently? Because everyone should have someone that they're either. I hear it sometimes, but you should have someone you're mentoring, someone who's mentoring you, and someone who's pouring into you. All these good things or whatnot.
Yeah.
In order to
build you up.
come on now, yes.
Like, that's what I'm looking forward to do. Like, I've been told, you know, you don't have enough education, you ain't been in the industry this long. Like, I done been told some things that just tried to tear my little soul down, but I had to withdraw and keep my focus and know, like, God ain't put me here, put me in these places, or, you know, for nothing. So,
that's right.
You know, and I'm not here to speak on things like how others are, because, yeah, we in the industry where competition, it can be fun, but it's just like, you know, let's embrace each other. Like, this is a billion-dollar, trillion-dollar industry built on our backs. You know what I'm saying? And we the main ones that's still causing corruption, confusion, don't care about these crazy names and standards that's being held to us and not being held to us. You know, so just bringing the mixing a little bit of tradition and, like, the creative, innovative, you know, individual.
That's good.
Because it's there, you know. Like I said, like, even I'm still willing to clicking up with the elders, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the same thing. Like, it's really no gatekeeping. Eventually, it's going to be passed down, you know, and eventually it's going to be revamped. You know, like, that's just how the circle of life works, you know. So
that's good stuff.
I'm just here for it.
No, listen. So I remember this great movie. It was called Baps. And in Baps, they had the crazy hairstyles. The one who had the helicopter joint, you know what I'm saying?
That's
it came back too.
Yeah. Exactly, right?
Style came back.
So where do you see the future of cosmetology going? Like, is it going that route, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if I had to put a great provision on a prediction, yes, because I'm not counting myself out.
Okay.
I'm not counting other people out who I know for a fact are talented and have integrity and morals and standards and want to bring that to the industry, to their business, to the communities. So yeah, like, it's gonna shift, especially if we continue to just uphold these education standards. Like, that's a big thing to me. Like, I know there's a lot of talented people out there as well who aren't licensed. I take my hat off to y'all as well, because we all in the same pot doing the same thing. But what I want to offer y'all You already in your niche.
Mm-hmm.
You already got your lane.
Yeah.
Go on and make yourself legit. Build your legacy low.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of change. Don't be scared of leveling up for real.
Yeah.
We can only do so much in secret and background. You know what I'm saying? Till it really come to the forefront. And what's going on this year, y'all? Like, I don't pay attention to none of that stuff that's going on, but it's a lot of people getting exposed. And it's a lot of, like, you know, but, like, it's like a rise and a fall.
Yeah.
You know, it's like destruction to build reconstruction.
Come on.
So, like, the people that's supposed to be in these positions.
That's a great viewpoint.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like I've been getting geared up for. So, I'm excited.
Yeah, because Cap Williams said, that's what he said. He said it's the year of the truth being told or whatnot. That's what he said.
Yes, that is what he said.
Yeah, so
I
no.
feel like God always speaking the truth. It's just going to be in a loving word, you know, in a way to where, you know.
No, listen. No, 2024 might be that year.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with it. So, okay, we talk about the past, talk about the present, talk about the future. Let's talk about the future for you. Because, like, I see school, educating the future, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me, you know what I'm saying? So what does the future hold for you? In short term and long term?
Yeah. Short term, I'm already, you know, there. I stayed focused on my journey, and even while I was still learning from others and supporting others, which I most definitely, that's been my goal since I was a child, to have my own beauty salon and my own school. And God has already, you know, showed up and showed out for one of those, you know, provisions. So I know I'm on the right track, and I'm building towards, you know, the next goal. And it's just for the next. Like, I have my baby's whole little life planned out. You know, as parents, we kind of can get there and go there.
Yeah.
But losing him, and, you know, knowing that everything that I planned for him, you know, it wasn't possible. But for me, God has been bringing all my dreams and all my, you know, all the things that I've always loved to do, to just remind me of who I am. You know, like, you were always Ebony, my beloved child, before you was a mother. You know, so people gonna see me live my my blessed life.
There we go.
I ain't going back to bondage. Look, shout out to Lil Duval. That's been my saying all this year. Like, yeah.
No, that's good. That's a good saying.
But, yeah.
So I have a question. So, and I feel like, because, like, I feel like there are misconceptions. What is the biggest misconception? Look at me. What is the biggest misconception people have when it comes to being cosmetologists or whatnot? Like, what are the things they get wrong?
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I be thinking flat irons and the comb on the stove or whatnot type of deal. That's just I'm going old school.
Taking it back,
I think about my mom doing my sister's hair.
Oh my God!
You know,
all of that is, you know, it's still, you like what you said. We all have our horror stories, but it's a part of all of our traditions, and that's what I was just saying too. Like, I feel like every little boy or girl should experience their first salon and barber experience, no matter what ethnicity, culture, or background you are. It's good to experience these things, because even when you experiencing them at home, it's
part of the culture.
It's just a part of the culture. And what I'm setting up to do is to educate the families, to bring it back into the families. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the community settings. People used to come to us for, well, that's what I grew up seeing.
Yeah.
Everybody, like you said, go have a time and a moment at the beauty shops and the beauty salons. And even though they have the individual lofts and stuff like that, like, all of that is good. There's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just get yourself out there, you know, and connect.
And help me in this, because, like, I feel like there's a negative commentary when it comes down to salons in barbershop where it's negative talk, it's gossip, and all that good stuff. And I'm not correct me wrong. I don't think that's the case for your salon. How do you change that narrative if people are used to that?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will be starting to experience that the more that I work with more people.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm going from an intimate setting to a more open setting.
Okay.
So, but like I said, God has been equipping me for this. You know, when you're dealing with spirits, and you just treat people accordingly. You know, and like I said before earlier, having integrity for yourself and your business as well as customer service. Yes, like, you know, I'm gonna give you what you here to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And respect me and my business. And, you know, all is going to be well. We don't have to, you know, I really feel like you really get to choose the environments that you want to create or even put yourself into.
That's a bar.
So,
that's a bar right there.
You sound like Brian.
Hey, listen. Where I got it from?
You know, I speak a little open word on the low. So, you know, somebody trying to squeeze my.
That's my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Probably came from him. You know what I'm saying? Being around him, but no, I no. But that's. I feel like that's the same way because like when I meet my clients, they're so used to business being done this way, and they're like, "You different." Oh, that's the point.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's something I'm realizing too. Like I done came across even more great artists. I'm just like, hey, you think you wanna give me a chance? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just that even on the stylist end, it's just like, I don't, you know. And I just pray because it's like, wow, when did it ever really get to this point? And not to even question and put in other ethnicities into this, but do they experience stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all got to question that? Because that's why I had to understand. Like, I went to school and I was doing Caucasian hair. They didn't teach me to do my ethnicity type of hair. Here nor there, that's still. We should be capitalizing on our education and what we are being taught. Now, it's okay for us to stay where we choose to stay, but you got the choice to be real rounded, and that's however you choose to invest.
Tired of carrying that load? Drop the house. Gutter Properties will buy your house as is with offers up to $300,000. Need serious repairs, liens, taxes, or judgments? We'll work through your unique situation to get that house off your back. During your free, no-obligation appraisal, we maintain social distancing and take every precaution to ensure your experience is safe. Drop the house. Gutter Properties. Call us or visit gutterproperties.com today.
You know, so
you have a choice.
Yeah, with everything.
That's true.
That's good right there. Okay, all right, because like that's good.
Yeah.
I gotta be taking notes.
Look, let's choose to make righteous transformations with Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's what the RTC stand for.
So okay. That's I like that. I
be having to squeeze in because it's always about the Almighty. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
It wouldn't have been none of this if it wasn't for that. So
right.
yeah.
That's right.
So yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, we having a good time. And one of the things that we like to do with the pull-up experience, we have simple questions. And the reason why I love these simple questions because I'm going to make like a montage when you do. I keep on saying it, but I really am going to do it.
It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long one, yeah. It's going to be a long one. But I like to ask these questions because I like to get people's viewpoint because people in Cleveland, unfortunately, if you're a spiritual person, there are, what they call them, principalities, right? And one of the principalities that I've always heard about Cleveland is the stigma of non-collaboration, us talking down each other, all this crazy stuff, right? And I feel like that there's a change, right?
It's time to change that narrative.
But how do you feel like we can change that narrative? So that's my question to you. How do you feel like we can continue to change that narrative of Cleveland not being that city? I know, good question.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I could say connected with people. Like I struggle a little bit with social media, y'all, Because I'm like a real interact person. Like, you know, man.
Yeah.
So, like, talk to me, I'll talk back.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But I tend to see, like, a whole different, like, I want to say, what's the choice of word I want to use? It's the internet. It's the internet, man.
Yeah.
It's you know,
Because that's how I met you. Because I once again, I see an interview, and I want to give you a flower. I want to thank you because Ebony was all part of our entrepreneur day game, and she helped me out. I like to say, hey, Ebony, can you do me a favor? And
you put me on the spot,
I
y'all.
did. I begged her. I said,
Can you know if I was single or not?
I did not.
Come on the show.
I definitely did not. I took a gamble. And thank you.
It was fun. It was fun. Thank you for the experience.
No, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You did me a real solid.
I never even got to see
It
that
won.
back or nothing. Right, I did win. That was crazy. Yeah.
It won. I just go show how dope you are, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You weren't even playing. I said you weren't playing real, but you like I'm helping them out, and I still won. You know?
It was fun.
It was a good time. No, absolutely. But I say all that to say is like once again, like it's the internet. I met you watching Brian's podcast, and like we definitely gotta get you on. And just like I said, meeting great people, and that's what I love about our city because there's a lot of great people in our city that unfortunately you probably wouldn't meet in this. Because how other instances would I have met you? Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Other than internet, you gotta think about it.
Well, I ain't about to be funny and don't think this weird or nothing, but I saw you at the gas station off of Lakeshore before.
Really?
Yeah. And something in I think I knew you. I noticed you because I did the speed. That one event that you had.
The networking event.
The speed networking event.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's where I remember you. But no, I saw you at that gas station after that. I was like, oh, I know him. So I don't know. I just knew one day we was probably just gonna run across each other's path.
Well,
but we connected then when I did the speed networking, which was a great thing. So you're hosting great networking events.
Well, thank you.
And that's what we still need. That's just like something else that I'm incorporating with respect to chocolate. It's called peer support. You know, where like-minded individuals just get to share.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? On all levels of just sharing. So you could be able to continue to go forward. You might intake something from somebody else, receive something from somebody else, but you know, it's keep the openness, you know, and then it's gonna weave all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it be. You know, it's gonna weave them out. So the people that's supposed to be there, we gonna continue to keep and creating these environments and these safe spaces and just keep going. So that's what's really going on.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And by the way, now that you've been in the podcast, you're now alumni now. You were the pull-up experience alumni now. You know what I'm saying? And you episode 176, that's 176 other people who have graced our presence and told their great stories. So now you're part of our club now, by the way.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We listen. And that's why I love our podcast because we have great people like yourself telling great stories. And like, you want to talk about mission and purpose, like, y'all probably heard this many times, but me and one ain't gonna hurt you. Right. The reason we created this podcast is because it was heavy on my heart of just changing the narrative. Because back then, this is what we going on year 3, and when we started this while the pandemic was going on, we just like. When you think about entrepreneurship, it's only like 4 people thought of in Cleveland. We're like, man, it is so many other great people in this city that are doing great things. And
so many shining stars. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you episode 176, we're booked until June. So that goes to show you once again, we're not slowing down.
Exactly.
You know, we'll be at episode 300 before you know it.
Man, look, and I'm here for it to support and be a part of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We'll talk after work. We're gonna talk about some hoodies because I love that's dope. By
for
the way.
sure, yes, and I appreciate the support. So I did want to mention, I do have some gifts for you all. Thank y'all for inviting me on here. So I'll give y'all, show y'all the gifts or whatever.
Okay,
but it is some respected chocolate merch. But can I share with them information? So you guys, this in honor of my son's 14th birthday. I have some exclusive merch right now locally
Okay.
that I've been embracing Cleveland
Yeah.
with. Like I said, if it was up to me, I'd give it up, but I still gotta be able to, support and take care of
absolutely.
myself.
Yeah.
So in honor of my son's 14th birthday, the exclusive Respect the Chocolate t-shirts RTC merch is gonna be $14.50 all month. You can go to respectthechocolate.com and that's with 2 A's, so that's respect THAA chocolate.com.
If my people can't spell, it'll be in the show notes, okay?
Yes.
So don't worry about that. So if you're lazy or you don't know how to spell, it'll be in the show notes. So don't worry about
that's
that.
my little Ebonics.
Yeah, no, listen.
I like it.
We're going to make sure to support you in that. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
sure.
Yeah, and like I said, it'll be in the show notes because that's one thing that we always do on this podcast. We support. And if you support us, you're going to support Respect
That's
Chocolate.
right.
Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry, because I feel like I'll be going on tangents. So we talked about, and listen, me and Brittany before the podcast started, I told her I want to incorporate a new question. So you have the honor of getting our new simple question, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Not be nervous. So as you know, if in nothing else, I want the pull-up experience to be known for collaboration, right?
Yeah.
So the question I want to ask you but if you had a wish list of someone you collaborate in the city, who would it be, and then who would you want to collaborate with? Someone who's not in the city of Cleveland, just someone that you will always love to collaborate with. The two questions.
Damn.
Because they might be watching.
That's a good one. Then you put me on the spot
I
like
know,
that. And
right?
I know they might be watching.
They
like,
are right watching.
It's a lot of dope people.
Come on, hey, let it be known. Let them know.
Man,
That's how David Shands, what's up? Come to Cleveland.
Wow. That's a good one.
Hey, listen.
That is a really good
We'll
one.
come back to it.
It's like you don't want no right or wrong answer for that one because it'll be out there.
Hey, no, but absolutely. But I feel like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they might watch like, oh, I never knew Ebony wanted to work with me.
Yes.
Man, you'll be surprised though. Like I do put it out there. Like it's so many amazing women and stuff out there. Like ladies, let's get together. Let's work. Let's collab. Let's link up. Let's have wine.
Yeah.
Like, be crickets.
Listen. We changing that though. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Year now.
Exactly. So I definitely ain't claiming that, but
to tap the Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ebony.
But yes, it's so many amazing people out there. You know, to definitely collab and work with. But look, it's out there now. I want to collab and look.
Y'all heard her.
All right.
Show up.
She open. Let's
She
do
open.
it.
All right. So I'm excited to bring you for the next
Yes.
one.
Let's see, we gonna simmer it down.
Okay. Like he got my heart like.
Sheesh.
I know how to
Okay,
do.
a little tense. We gonna relax. We gonna relax with mine. So, for you, because at some point or another, we all do have to leave this earth.
Go to the upper room.
Yes, that's right, with our Heavenly Father. And what we leave behind, we want to make sure that your name still is speaking throughout the world, even far past when you're gone. So, for you, Miss Naylor, what would you like for your legacy to be for you personally? And also for everything that you have, Respect the Chocolate, all of your endeavors, what would you like that legacy to be as well?
Good question.
I can answer that one. Yeah, I can answer that one. Because that's literally been my everyday life since my child has been gone. Me knowing, like, first off, I'm building an inheritance with my Heavenly Father. And, you know, none of this even matters because it's already done been done. But literally, like, I get to build that legacy. You know, I'm building up now and standing on who Ebony is and choose to be. And as I'm gonna keep expressing that, God's beloved child.
All
There you
right.
go.
You know, and Ebony after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, building up that legacy. Like at first, I thought it was about what I'm gonna leave behind for my child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but once that vision, that dream was, you know, gone,
Yeah.
it made sense of what life was really about. Like,
Mm.
and it's so even gotten to the point with me where it's like, dang Lord, even if I don't get to see it, I know I'm doing my part. You know? So I'm cool. I can leave this earth even today and be cool with that. Cause
Wow.
everything all the way up to my life to sitting right here right now at the pull up experience.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've been building that legacy.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Hindsight's episode, that's the best one.
I was gonna say that's been the most unique one yet.
Yeah.
That's good.
Real purpose driven.
Mm.
Like I don't see any more going back. It's
Okay.
only going forward and up from
Only
here.
up from here.
Yep,
That's it.
and you know, I hear everybody say at the top is lonely, but you know, like God there, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
Some
right.
it is.
So you're not by yourself, right?
No. You got your heavenly angels, your spirit guides, however you choose to perform it. But
right.
you know, I don't think it's gonna be lonely up there no more because we got more innovative and creative people.
Come on.
God-fearing people like us, you know,
That's right. I like it. I
That's
like
good.
it.
shining the light on
There
the
we go.
way.
That's
I like that.
right.
That's all we can do, right?
That's
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
listen, that's a great legacy, though.
That
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Performing your God-given purpose, you know what I'm saying? And uplifting
There's
God's
nothing better
kingdom.
than that.
You don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have been blessing us with a lot. This has been fired up thanks to Brandon. Pew, pew,
Oh
pew.
yeah, I think this thing might be broke. I think I might
My
have been hitting it all
goodness.
night. Oh, it's still going.
It
It's
ain't
still
been
going.
able to cool down yet. And for those who have been watching, I know that you have been taking notes and you have been definitely
Yes.
blessed with what she has been giving you, all of these different gems. Now, if we had to, I hate to do this to you, if we had to consolidate it down to 3 key points that you would like for the viewers to have taken from this interview, what would they be?
Oh yeah.
Cause you been lighting us up.
Since the beginning, since
you
we
made-
sat
you made
down.
that
It's gonna
Since we
come, right?
sat down.
Just, you know, stay connected to your inner you.
Okay.
You know, stay true to yourself and rest and receive. I had to learn that, y'all.
Come on.
And I'm still
I'm sorry, I
learning
can't get
that.
no time for that one.
And it's not even
Rest
about
and
that
receive.
sleep rest all the time. Sometimes it's a, you know, it's a different type of rest out
That
here.
is
He
good.
calling for us, you know.
Wow.
So yeah,
All right now.
learning new things. It's a journey for me too with that, cause you know I'm a giver. I love to serve,
Right.
but he loves to fill us up too. So
That's right.
That's
That's
good.
right. I like that.
Rest in.
I might have to borrow that.
I'm about to say that might be the time. I don't know. We got 18 titles.
We do.
I'm gonna find
Now
the
we
best
gotta do some
one.
consolidation.
Yeah, we gotta do some consolidating. That was real
One.
good.
that was I gave it to you though, right?
You gave it to
Okay.
me, girl. You did.
No.
You did that.
No, you did
Thank
that.
And
You
I
definitely
mean,
did that.
just flow, just like this conversation tonight. You've been
No.
doing your thing.
That is so good.
And that's
Yes.
easier said than done, y'all.
Okay.
We all gonna get there gracefully.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Gracefully.
That's true. I believe it. Believe
That's
it by
good.
faith.
So part 2, I'm gonna get a perm. We're gonna be in the salon.
You want me to put you in some Instalock?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want that joint.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
You know what? We stop playing, Lord. Thank you. 'Cause, like,
What you got? What you have? If you
At-
don't
at-
have hair, no
At 37,
hair, what?
I'm grateful to still have a hairline.
Oh,
You
yes.
know what I'm saying?
Look,
Good
yes.
braid of hair.
Exactly. Yes.
Listen, so let me stop playing, Lord. I'm
Yeah,
thanking you.
right.
But no, but so part 2, I said we chill at the salon, get a chance to get in that atmosphere with you, see you at work, you know what I'm saying? So
For
part
sure.
2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the young innovators out there, even if you are seasoned, it don't matter. Touch up on your education. Come get some type of education and training. It's not going to acquire much. It's an investment into yourself and your future, and that's the best thing you could do for yourself.
No, that's good.
True.
You gonna hit us one more gem?
Oh, yeah, and then make sure y'all follow me at Excellence Essentials. That's my beauty business page.
I'm not gonna say the most important question. How can we reach you? How can they get in touch with you?
That's Excellence, EXCELLENC _ Essentials with an S _ LLC.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Like I said, for all y'all who can't spell, it will be in the show notes. And like I said, schedule your appointment to get your hair done.
I'm so long-winded.
That's right. No.
Come get you some training. Come get you some support.
Yeah.
Come,
get it all.
come get some love,
Yeah.
so you can go out there and
That's
love on people, and it's
That's
gonna show
good.
up in your pockets.
That's
There we go.
right.
There we go.
Right.
And book Ebony for your next speaking engagement. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get all that jumping on.
Girl, fire.
Absolutely.
Thank
We
you.
can't thank you enough, Ebony. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
It's
on.
been a blessing.
Thank
You
you.
know, and coming, you know what I'm saying? And then I appreciate it once again. She did me a solid, Joe. I can't tell y'all. She did me a solid. So I appreciate her so much. Guys, episode 176. I don't think y'all understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is amazing. And I said it because you would think after so many episodes we'd be slowing down. We ain't slowing down. It ain't slowing down.
Good.
Y'all still watching. Y'all stay watching. Y'all stay consistent. And I cannot if anything 2024 previously has shown consistency is always key. So as we've been consistent, you guys have been consistent watching. And not only have been consistent watching, y'all been sharing and y'all been subscribing, and I cannot thank you enough. We can't thank y'all enough.
Yes.
Because the sad part about it, it's not y'all not even from Cleveland.
Mm.
That's so crazy.
That part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
part.
so that's
You
those
gotta
shows.
invite me back on the other end. 'Cause that's what I be trying to, like, you know, motivate and encourage it up, but it's so still. It's so.
Listen.
Like, we gotta get that spirit out, y'all.
Yeah, no facts.
For
facts.
real,
You know what I'm
like.
saying? I feel like when we turn inside, if we can show them that people outside, I feel like if we can show others that people outside the city can respect it, or
Right,
can,
right.
you know what I'm saying,
Maybe.
watching it, then y'all had no choice but to fall in line. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, it is what it is. And like I said, the whole point of this podcast is to show the beautiful people of our city how our city is not just.
Tell them.
It's not just, you know what I'm saying, sports town is a place, is a hub for creatives,
Yes.
innovators, entrepreneurs, and artists alike. So that's why I love this podcast. Call me by as you want to, but I believe it's the best in the world. So that's just me. But I just can't thank y'all enough. So once again, thank you guys. And once again, if you guys are watching the Pull Experience, you need to be watching.
Beauty Told.
I'm not going to say it wrong again.
Yes.
So yes. Guys, so we got to pay some bills, like I say. Guys, we have done the work. Like Ebony was talking about, the learning, the skill set. We have done the hard work. 176 episodes, we have literally taken the information we have learned in those episodes and made it and boiled down to 20 steps you could do right now to take it from your idea to actually create your podcast, okay? And not just create your podcast, but making money from your podcast, okay? If you're a cosmetologist, create a podcast. If you're a dentist, create a podcast. How do you differentiate yourself in your field? Create a podcast. How do you create content for your social media? Create a podcast. How do you expand your audience or your brand? Create a podcast. It kind of solves all your problems. So listen, guys, that is also in the show notes. Get it, $35. $35. I feel like we are
So wait,
underselling
you
it.
telling me I can come pull up and do my podcast here?
And learn from the best.
Say
You know,
less.
you know what I'm saying? So guys,
Ask and the Lord shall lead.
absolutely. So guys, get that course, and I'm not just saying that because we created it, but get that course because we created it. We can't thank y'all enough. And then guys, be on the lookout because we have some big announcements soon. I can't say it right now, but it's known in the works. Pull Up Experience, we are just more than just a podcast. Y'all know we are known for our events, and just know we are putting together some dope stuff. And I'm so excited because I think one of the things that we do above making great podcasts, we throw great events. Like Ebony said, from speed networking. And y'all haven't been to none of our events. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But not just that, I'm not going. I'm a person. I don't like surprise, so I like spoil surprises. I'm not going to spoil this one. But just be on the lookout, okay? So listen, if you have not signed up, we are creating newsletters coming soon. just know we got so many things in the works. But just listen, stay connected with the Pull Up Spirit because we got some great things coming on. Okay, guys. I don't know if we got anything else. Got anything else?
I think you got it all.
Got it all.
Now.
Listen. If you haven't, get you some 2 U1s. Okay. That's one in the world. And guys, this is episode 176. We can't thank you enough. We'll see y'all next time. All right. Peace. Boom.
That was awesome.
Woo, that's good, girl.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.